Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to put the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to Playtime. We got your 6 at 6. Now here's your host, Shad Turner of Veterans Unite Podcast and the People's Patriot Project. And as always, Patriot Pride.
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of We Got Your 6 at 6 with People's Patriot Project and Veterans Unite Podcast. I'm Shad Turner from the Veterans Unite Podcast. We've got Mark Peterson and Andrea Eichmann from the People's Patriot Project. And this is basically going to be our super awesome Father's Day special. So first, if you're a father, happy Father's Day. Second, if you can stand, please stand. If you're wearing a hat, take it off because we are going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, hot diggity. Whoa, there's
hot diggity.
And Mark is hiding in the grass.
I'm John Dutton, man.
Well, what the hell are you doing, man?
I'm John Dutton from Yellowstone.
All right, you say so.
I'm here protesting a little bit why Yellowstone's not on this weekend. And it's really frustrating. I have a lot of money. I can't figure out why the show's not going on. Can anyone help me out?
Since I've never watched the show, sorry, dude, you're on your own on that one.
Well,
I don't think John Dutton's got a big bushy beard. Say it.
Hey, it's because of COVID. Got it during the COVID season, and this is what we're going to do and talk about all night long. Yellowstone, and why is it on tonight? Why is it not? Gosh dang it.
I don't think you look like John Dutton. I think you look like Hank Williams Jr.
There you go.
Or Colt Ford.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys back and have your show. And that's how we're going to end that conversation.
Well, appreciate it. So like I said, this is our Father's Day edition. We've got our special musical guest for the evening, Matthew Hargrove. What's happening, Matthew? Matthew just disappeared. Well, I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. He was having some issues, and these things happen. So, Andrea, how are you doing?
So I'm doing wonderfully today. I don't have much of a voice, and so I'm going to keep my mic off for the most part, but doing well otherwise.
What happened to your voice?
Oh my gosh, I sneezed like the whole day. After we went fishing on Thursday,
Holy cow.
we went with a group of veterans fishing, and then after that, I sneezed all day long and don't have a voice. I don't know. It's horrible. It's horrible to be a talker.
This is the first time this has ever happened in the history of my knowing Andrea.
That she can't talk?
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, Andrea. We love you.
So let's get some quick announcements because we brought our brothers on here, Matt Strand and Adam Jones from Feed the Heroes Foundation, to give us a brief little update. I am so excited. This next weekend, starting on the 27th, I'm going to be down there to be involved with them in an event. Tell us about your event and tell us about some of the amazing things that have just recently happened, guys.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, this past weekend, I cooked an 82-pound hog for the American Legion, Post 258 in Jonesboro, Georgia. I donated said hog to the Legion. And what has happened is they have, it is culminated into a series of donations. And what me and Adam have come to the conclusion of is we are going to take said donations and we are going to donate them directly to the People's Patriot Project and not Feeding the Heroes. They're coming straight to you.
And there's no words even for me to actually say here. We had some significant conversations with Mr. Jones as well. And this is just an amazing, immenseful, wonderful gift. And here's what happens. So we didn't get to do a pre-show on all this. Yeah, don't worry about my word, immenseful. It's huge, okay, buddy? Huge. Jeez Louise, people coming at me left and right now. So there are people on this screen who have been involved in what we would call an emergency extrication. We had a young veteran female in need, and because of pieces of anonymity and because of pieces of protecting her and her 18-month-old and her 14-year-old, we leave all details out. But this emergency extrication required a significant move out of state. Again, we're not saying where, when, why, how. It took a force of people to make this happen. We cannot do this without you guys. She has an amazing, beautiful child. She has an amazing, beautiful older child. They're just not as cute, but this young individual worked their tail off to help. We met in the face of adversity during the day. There were some people, and I'm going to say corporate entities within Minnesota that literally were badgering this vulnerable adult. And we just put our forces into play, and there was nothing they were going to. Thank you, immenseful, not immenseful. It depends on how you pronounce it and say it. It's still not a word. Shut up. We can tell you this veteran is safe. Her child is safe, and she's in a better place. This is what happens because of our network. and we're trying to make this a happy Father's Day. But this is an announcement that we P3, the People's Patriot Project, and the people that are connected to it and with it got an amazing mission done for life, and it is absolutely I don't even have the words. Thank you, network, for allowing this to happen. Thank you, Adam and Matt, for your mission down with Feed the Heroes Foundation in Georgia, who's connecting with people that have the resources and can help us get missions like this done. For those who don't know, go ahead.
So that donation from the American Legion has nothing to do with us. We volunteered some time to allow that donation to kind of grow a little bit, but it has nothing to do with us at all. We want all the recognition from that donation to go to American Legion Post 258. The Smoky Bar backroom stuff that the American Legion's going for, that's what we're trying to make go away. They do a lot of great stuff, and this is a lot of the stuff they do that's not seen. So them getting together, and it's all on their own. We want that to be, that needs to be the focus of the donation, not us at all. We just volunteered some time. That's it.
And we greatly appreciate that. I'm just going to sit there, and I know you don't want the recognition, Adam. Without the network, this doesn't happen. And again, it's those people, the amazing Legion 258, American Legion, who saw the need and had the want, and the boots on the ground organization of Feed the Heroes Foundation, the People's Patriot Project, Veterans Unite podcast, and so many more. I know I'm going to be leaving somebody out. Thank you. We keep losing our buddy here. I got him. Thank you. You have saved a life. I guarantee you saved a life. I guarantee you saved maybe 3 lives in this venture that we did this last week. So in the meantime, we've had another veteran reach out to us from Texas that's in need of a little assistance. We're looking into that, trying to vet that system right now. We have, so that's our announcement. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Adam. Please feel free to hang out if you want to. Anything else you want to share? I'm excited to come down and see you guys this weekend. Tell us about the event real quick, either one of you.
Go for it, Adam.
So this weekend we're going to feed Henry County first responders and police officers, veterans. We'll feed roughly 400 people this weekend. We've got Tony Turner coming in from Alabama. Super excited. He's going to sing the national anthem. We've got Dan Powell, the American Legion, Post 258. He's the district commander. He's coming down to do some DJ work for us. He's going to do the prayer. We've got I'm lost his name now. Dang it.
Bobby Henline.
Bobby Henline. That's not the one I forgot. But Bobby Henline coming in from the Forging Forward Foundation, who we're doing the event for in September. It's going to be a pretty special event. This is our first really big kind of not just feeding everybody, but making it more than just a feeding event. It's going to be celebrating what we do and who's all involved with it, who's behind us, and the groups that we're working with that are so special to us, our volunteers. It's going to be super awesome.
I'm excited to be down there, guys. You forgot my name. That's what you did.
I forgot. Well, you're right there.
Oh.
We know you're coming.
I'm totally joking. Is that advocate?
Your right, you'll get a biscuit.
Is that hey? Do I get to taste some of that when I'm down there this weekend?
That's what Saturday's for.
Saturday. All right. and I don't know if you're announcing this, so I'll just be kind of vague about it. Is that Leo Apprentice going to be showing up?
Still working on that. If he's in town, he's going to be there.
Okay. Yep. No over promises, under delivers here, but
I hope he is. I don't want to give any false promises, but Saturday itself is going to be pretty special. But that's kind of a tight knit group involved in Saturday. You'll be there, Mark, Bobby, Tony. It's going to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will be traveling.
But you're making all the food for Sunday, so shut up, Matt.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, Matt.
I'm just the cook.
Well, we're excited. It'll be fun regardless. And the best part about all this is when we get to put paws on each other and just it's such an amazing feeling when you got people working in the right direction, working for the right cause, and amazing people doing amazing things. That's what it comes down to. And so love having you guys on board. Thank you for everything you do. Might have a little special presentation while we're down there as well. So we'll figure all those pieces out. So thanks, guys.
All right, bud.
I'm gonna mute my mic and we'll watch the show.
Perfect. All right. So Andrea, you can nod your head or you can shake your head. Are you not reading what's going on? You got it? Okay.
Yep. I will give it a try. So,
yep.
Yeah. So after a busy week, was fishing fun? Can I bring that up again?
We haven't even shared the story. I wish I had pulled the pictures for it, and I didn't get that up and done. And maybe when we run a more professional show, this will happen. But my gosh,
it's more than just you getting it ready. But we have so much. So Fishing for Life invites us to their events now, and Fishing for Life, they want to introduce fishing to every child, and they want to take every veteran who doesn't get a normal chance to go out fishing. And then, of course, those of us who can help along the way. And so we were on a pontoon with 9, 10, 11 people. 5 of us were fishing. We caught 76 sunfish, a couple crappies, and a couple bass in about an hour and a half. It was really fun. And my dad got to go along, and it was a great time. And then we got dinner, a little presentation, and they did a swearing in of some new recruits, and so it was a really fun day. And then Friday we finished our move, and I just want to thank Shad as well. Shad needs a big shout out for just being on call for some odds and ends and things that need to be put together for us. And so thank you so very much for that, Shad. That I got a message today. Sounds like our veteran and her friend and the kids are doing really well. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm not going to read through all of what our military and first responders do. You'll have to come back next week. We read that most times, but just remember Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all fathers. Those who have these are Mark's words. Can I say that?
No, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah. I don't want Doug Lane picking on my words, just in case. Those who have proactively assumed the role of nurturing and nurturing their children to be a positive and productive part of this world. Thank you most to those fathers that had a higher calling of duty. Thank you to those fathers out there that are deployed and serving in our military and as first responders. Thank you to those fathers who have instilled in their children the values of service. And because of that, they are missing their children as the children are out there deployed or serving in our military and as first responders. And our hearts go out to those Gold Star fathers that have lost a child due to their service while on duty or post-duty. Finally, we want to remember those fathers we have lost, and even more so the fathers we have lost because of their service while deployed or post-enlistment and or deployment. I used to love at church on Father's Day when everybody used to go to church, and they would have all the I don't know. They started like one group of fathers and another group and another group. And then before you know it, almost everybody in the church was standing. So because you have a father, everybody has a father, right? Going into this month's awareness and recognition, it is still PTSD Awareness Month. And this is given the name intended to raise public awareness about the issues related to PTSD and to help reduce the stigma associated with PTSD, also to help ensure those suffering from the invisible wounds of war. It makes me sad every time he disappears. The invisible wounds of war, and that they receive proper treatment. June 23rd coming up is the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary celebration. They are the uniformed volunteer, that's the unpaid component of the United States Coast Guard. It was established on June 23rd, 1939, of Congress as the United States Coast Guard Reserve, and was redesignated as the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary February 19th of 1941. Congress authorized the auxiliary to support all U.S. Coast Guard missions related to direct engagement in either law enforcement activities or military combat operations. So a big shout out to those volunteers. Of course, I've only seen videos, but it seems like some crazy training and some amazing effort. Coming up on June 27th, a week from today, that is the actual day given to PTSD awareness. This reflects how PTSD became known as an invisible wound of war during more than a decade of combat. John Davison, clinical psychologist and chief of condition-based specialty care, said in a June 24th DoD News interview that it's important to recognize PTSD's signs and symptoms, not just those who care for those suffering, not just those who work next to them or live with them, but come in contact or maybe just run into them on unofficial times. We know a lot more about PTSD today than we did after previous wars, such as Vietnam, Davison said, noting that symptoms of PTSD have existed in every war in American history. The Senate established PTSD Awareness Day in 2010, following Senator Kent Conrad's efforts to designate a day of awareness that came about after Army Staff Sergeant Joe Beal of the North Dakota National Guard suffered from PTSD and took his own life in April 2007 after returning to North Dakota following his second tour of duty in the Iraq War. So Staff Sergeant Joe Beal is the one who his own taking of his life is what set that off and sealed the day as PTSD Awareness Day. All right, thank you for putting up with my voice. I'm gonna check out.
It was angelic. Thank you. It's good. One of our other guests is coming in real quick. I want to do. If you watch the cooking shows, especially the smoking guys, they always have what's called Pitmaster privilege. So I get to be part of Pitmaster privilege today. And during the Father's Day thing, we'd actually had planned on putting pictures of our fathers who had all served, and I didn't get every download in time, and I'm just not here to throw my stuff up there. That's not the point. But also, just I'm a father of a soldier myself. Chris Moore says angelic. Yes, see, I told you, angelic. I do want to do a special shout out to John Anderson. If I can do this. It's not even that big of a deal, but we had young Mr. Kean Anderson on Father's Day leave his father's side and his mother's side to go join the American Marine Corps. And so we want to do a little shout out to Kean right now, who a couple shows back, we were out at his graduation in Wyoming, and we gave everyone a little brief interview with him. But what a great day to celebrate an enlistment, to celebrate fatherhood, to celebrate it. I dig this stuff. It's a huge piece of me. It's a huge piece of what I celebrate and who we celebrate and when we celebrate them. And so Doug, you can type that stuff in on the live chat too. It is it's exciting.
I don't want to talk about you in front of everyone else. I just want to talk about you, privately. But also like from where I'm sitting, I can't, for some reason it doesn't give me like a text box or whatever. So I don't even know where to put the comments.
So if you go up to the top of that line there and it says comments, it doesn't say all down in the bottom of post comment.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
nope.
Well, we'll have to look into that.
That's why I just send it to you in private chat, and it gives me a better chance to to say funny stuff.
Funny stuff to you, and
hey,
it keeps us on our toes.
Hey, Andrea was laughing, so that's.
Well, she likes it when people get their digs on me. That's the fun part too. So,
hey, Bobby just joined us.
Bobby Withrow of the Fallen Texas Project is with, or Texas Fallen Project. I apologize.
Texas doesn't fall.
Well,
Texas will never fall. You got that right.
Texas will never fall. We got all kinds of Texans on here. So to give everyone a little heads up, we did have another guest lined up for tonight. And apparently something happened, but we got them all here now. Miss Hazel Ruth isn't able to join us tonight. So she, being the amazing person she is, realized that something fell out there, and it wasn't her issue. It was just a thing. But she went out and got us another artist. And we've had the awesome privilege and opportunity to sit here and listen to Matthew Hargrove. We've already had like the private show tonight, and I know you're in for a treat. So let's rattle off a tune. Matthew, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your song that you choose to play right off the bat. And Bobby, we're going to get you in a couple more minutes. Is that okay?
Not a problem.
Perfect.
Yeah. So if you couldn't tell earlier, something's jacked up either with my computer or something. But yeah, I'm here. So I am from Lubbock, Texas. If anybody knows where that is. Singer-songwriter, really good friends with Hazel, and thankful to have this opportunity. So the first song that I'm going to play is a song that I wrote with a good buddy of mine, Cole Bindley. And first I'm going to play a little tune called Tuning. It's called Memories We've Had. I remember when we met, you were wearing that red sundress, and I just can't seem to get you off my mind. There were times before we never slept, we still made love, and then you wept. So if the truth lies at the bottom of this bottle, I'll drain it on my own. Life just never had this bitter pill to swallow, this lonesome trail of my own.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It is very seldom that we've ever had that happen, and so we'll continue to keep him working, and I don't know. We'll get him back on. That very seldom ever. That's never happened actually.
I'm thinking maybe when
I've heard that before.
When he pops back in, maybe tell him to reboot his computer if you hadn't tried that already.
Okay.
I suspect he's doing this from his phone, and that's.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Might need to reboot the phone.
Well, yeah, he's.
So Matthew,
and I'd be willing to bet he's not Wi-Fi connected either.
Yep.
But
that's awesome. That's unfortunate, but we're all good. We're good on this side. So, when was the last time you rebooted your computer?
Oh man.
Let's go with the reboot right now, and we'll get back to that. We'll bring Bobby on now and let him share. Just do a quick reboot, and I think we should be good to go.
Got to work.
Hey, and Matt, we need it. We need you and I need to connect, man. I'm going to be pulling through Lubbock next month. So,
yeah, sounds good.
So just reboot. We'll have this conversation, and we'll do that one in post show. So. While Matthew is resetting here and giving him the chance to, tell me that wasn't amazing right off the bat, man. So, I'm
got a good voice.
Hearing him. He's good to go. Brian Gibson's here. Brian, we haven't done the announcement yet. We'll get you on here in a second, or I've got everything set up to do your announcement. Bobby Withrow, Texas Fallen Project. Tell us about it, brother.
Texas Fallen Project. I started this in July of 19 because there's another nonprofit that takes a memorial around the nation, around the country. They had one here in Texas, but all that money went back to Nebraska, and none of that stayed here in Texas to help the families of the fallen. So I started mine here in Texas, and I'm working to rebuild a memorial similar to what they had so I can help the families, more families. We've been doing it anyway, even without that, but building this memorial wall for all our fallen since 9/11, combat fallen, will help us a lot and will help us to get out there a lot more.
Absolutely. Tell us the specific mission, what your plan is, where you're going with it, how we can help.
My plan is, like I said, to build this memorial wall with all our fallen, showcase all their pictures all around Texas. It'll be a traveling wall, and reach out to as many Gold Star families that there's so many of them that have no clue what's out there to support them. They just know that their son or daughter or husband or wife is gone, and in a lot of cases, there's not much support for them. There's very few resources for them. And I actually help raise money to send parents to Terry Burgess's Gold Star Parents Retreat in Fort Worth. I donate to him. Then I donate to another friend of mine, Eric Oleschlager. He runs the Chad O Foundation, Corporal Chad O Foundation. We donate money to him so he can take care of our soldiers, our veterans with PTSD issues. But anybody we can help, we reach out to help. We did a cancer benefit this weekend for the daughter of a Navy. I guess he was a captain when he retired, the Navy captain. She's got stage 4 liver and I can't think of what other cancer. I think it was pancreas. I'm probably wrong, but we did pretty good on her fundraiser. Raised her some good money, and she was very appreciative of what we did.
Awesome. That's a piece that we make sure we touch and reach out to all those the support personnel. I mean, that means so much different to other people, but it's the family members, the ones that are here after the fact, that our veterans and first responders get to go and, I don't want to use the word play because they're not playing. They're out working, man. They're out doing a job. They're out protecting us and allowing us to lay our heads down on the pillows of freedom. And, some of these support people did not sign up for this. And so I think it's really huge, important piece to make sure we're lifting them up, supporting them, showing them. If it wasn't for the service, and very seldom do you ever find anyone that complains about the service, complains about after they served. don't get me wrong. There's things that aren't always the greatest about being in the military, and I get that. But I always wore it as a badge of honor. That was my thing, and it's important that we make sure we're lifting up. And I greatly appreciate everything that you're doing. How many miles a year do you put on?
Over 100,000 around the state of Texas, really. This year it's kind of slow since I'm building the memorial, but I've been up to Lubbock several times. Y'all were just talking about Lubbock. I'll be back up there in August for a Gold Star event that they're putting on up there for Gold Star families, Gold Star concert. Some guy by the name of McDonald, y'all may know, somebody may know him up there. Used to be with Lone Star. He's one of the main ones be singing and helping put it on. We go down to the Mission, Texas. It's a lot of driving.
Well, it's awesome. Your reach is awesome, and I mean, we want to make sure that we're networking with you, and that when we hear people that you can help, we can pass them on to you, and if there's people that we can help. I mean, we were helping a new family north of San Antonio now reached out to us and asked us for some support. We'll get through that vetting process this week. It's Texas. It takes 2 days to get across it. Yes, it does.
Well, let me know on that family. I mean, they're probably about 45 minutes from where I am if they're north of San Antonio.
Okay.
It's not an issue. I've got lots of friends and family over that way.
All right.
And we'll be happy to help.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And let's continue to have that conversation, and we'll make sure. We don't even know how they even heard of the People's Patriot Project, which is a piece. I mean, it's not that we're not hard to find, but again, like Bobby was saying, you know, when our veterans are reaching out, they're in crisis right now, and there's no times for referrals. There's no time for having lengthy conversations about, well, maybe this person. It's time to be boots on the ground and giving resources and opportunities. And many times it's just a cup of coffee. I'll be honest with you. 90% of the people that reach out to me, they just want to know someone's on the other side of the phone. Just want to have a conversation. And so we're full support of that, and we're here. And I'm going to let you know. And I'm reverting back to People's Patriot Project. We appreciate the Texas Fallen Project. We're going to lift that up. We're going to support that. We're going to be part of that mission. I'm going to tell you right now, this is an inside look at Mark Peterson, and Mark Peterson doesn't run the show with the People's Patriot Project. My fingers are pretty deep in it. I have a lot of amazing help, but we are at the point where we need boots on the ground. And I'm pretty sure Bobby needs help down there as well. We're at the point. I had to ask the question, do we have time and the resources to help this next one? This goes back to the beginning of the show. When we talked about the veteran we helped up here in Minnesota, the female veteran that we just did the emergency extrication. It wasn't in our scope. It wasn't in our budget. We did it because it was the right thing to do, and we did it because we knew it would make a difference, and we did it because we know we'd save life, and we did it because this 18-month really has no choices in the matter, and it doesn't get to really say, hey, I don't want to be part of this or do want to be part of this. And it was important for us to make sure we made a difference for that child, to get that veteran in the right place, right mind, right position, so that she can move forward and hopefully have a lighter load, less things to worry about. And so we need the resources. Go ahead, Doug.
All right. I'm going to start saying things and asking things that are going to make Mark uncomfortable. So Mark, when you say that you need boots on the ground, and you say that Bobby needs boots on the ground, what the hell does that mean, and what specifically do you need?
So that's a great question.
And is it possible to perhaps develop a list of needs and post them somewhere that someone could, potentially go and say, "Hey, I could help out with that."
I love that. And I'll tell you my experience. And I don't want to waste all of our showtime with this. We still want to get Matthew on here, and maybe we'll have a dynamics meeting sometime for everyone to see. But boots on the ground is a couple of natures. First of all, if we could pay for everything that needed to be paid for and just walk in and have the resources to do that, that'd be really simple. For example, if I could pay for a moving company to walk in. Now, I have a strong back. I have friends that have strong backs. We had the resources together to go do that moving. It'd be a lot easier to call a moving company and say, "Hey, boom, here's son." Do we have resources to do other things? We can. We had the people. We had stuff lined up. We got a truck. We got that. And it all worked out. The greatest thing on earth would be is if we even had our own box truck, a branded box truck we could put the People's Patriot Project on it. We could put Texas Fallen Project on it. We could put Project Die Hard on it. We could put Forgotten 22 on it. We could put every organization but if we had a vehicle that could move people expediently, that'd be great. We don't have that. So we work with what we have. Boots on the ground are, if you don't have the resources, the monetary resources to help us, we actually need physical bodies here to help do some of the pieces. Tiny things like making sandwiches for the family while we were sitting there moving them out. That's a little thing.
Okay, but so for people who don't live in South Canada up there, how could someone get involved?
That's a great question. So what I ask people to do is call us, email us, dialogue with us, and tell us what skill sets, resources, or abilities they have, and we can plug them into other organizations across the country. Over the last year, we have had 64 other organizations that we have networked with, and I can probably guarantee you Bobby might have some literature people could go hand out for him, so he wouldn't have to go hand out literature. There's probably, and I'll put you on the spot, Bobby, what are 3 things you could get done today someone else could do that you wouldn't have to do? You'd have more time on your plate or more time in your car.
Organizing, reaching out to people. We do a lot of, like the cancer benefit we did this weekend for this young lady. Silent auction items, donation items, and just, word of mouth is the biggest thing. Whenever we do something, whenever we put out there that we need help, and every person that we help, it's always different. Very, very few of them are the exact same thing. So it's hard to say, hey, we need this. We need you for everything. We don't. We do, but we don't, This young lady, all we did was actually stopped at a garage sale yesterday, and the lady had 10 pictures out there, $10 a piece, real big, nice pictures. I went and bought them. It cost me $60. She made me a package deal. I took them to the silent auction benefit we did, and we raised $560 out of it. I mean, you never know what people are going to buy, and we don't want junk, obviously, but things like that, it helps a lot. It goes a long ways sometimes.
Absolutely. So there are so many ways to rethink it, reposition, and that gives us a chance to do. People reaching out. So we did this fishing tournament this last week. If we had one extra person to reach out to VFWs and Legions while we were busy moving this girl on Tuesday, if we had one other person, and we put this stuff out as quick as we get it, we could have probably served, maybe 20 veterans rather than the 6 veterans we did. Not a huge deal, but there are so many resources out there and so many opportunities. And I think there's a lot of available people that just don't realize that it'd just be a tiny thing. Mill out our red cards. I get probably 10, 20 people a week ask us for our red cards, which are, remember, everyone deployed on Fridays. It's a Patriot Forward card where you buy the coffee for the person behind you. You hand them a card and say, thank you, have a smile on me. And it just brings recognition to those that are deployed and for the organization. If I can get one person to mail those that adds 3 or 4 hours to a day.
Yeah, for the 5 years I worked for that other nonprofit, all I would do is go set the memorial up, and I would leave. I never met anybody. I'd meet a lot of the Gold Star families because I'd have them help me put it up, but that was the extent of it. So since July of 19, I've been doing this pretty much on my own. People are starting to step up now, but reaching out to potential people that could help me build this, we figure it's gonna cost about $35,000 just to get it going. And but in the meantime, we're still helping veterans. We're helping families of the veterans. We're helping the fallen, the families of the fallen. And it's pretty tough. I mean, I go to work to pay for what I'm doing to help other people.
Hey, Bobby, yeah. I tell you what. I'm going to be in Pflugerville in a few weeks, man. Maybe we should try to meet up I'd love to meet up with you for lunch or a cup of coffee, and I've got ideas coming because I'm hearing similar things all over, and it's giving me thoughts and ideas, and that shit's just dangerous.
Yeah, just let me know. That's 5 minutes away.
Yeah, I'll be. We're supposed. My band's gonna be on tour. We're gonna be playing some venue near Denny Katona's place, and
anyway. He's real close. Yeah, I know where you.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, let's connect and see how we can work our networks together.
Absolutely,
sounds good.
Matthew, how you doing, brother?
I'm good now. Everything is up to speed, and I can see and hear right on time.
You can do this however you want to do it. If you want to do a reboot, or if you want to go with your next song, however you want to do it, let it roll, brother.
Yeah, we'll just move along, man. It's not a problem. If I can, what did I do with my? Let's see here. There we go. Darling, since you left me, I don't want you around. I don't need you next to me to make me who I really am. I'm tired of walking around this little town, and I know what to do. Say, 'cause everywhere I go down, you see you. I never let me be just me. So now I'm gonna take time to tell you. Darling, since you left me, I don't want you now. I need you to make me do it. The world's just standing, sunset shining. That was no matter.
Hold on. I've lost guys, I've lost your sound too. Mark, you're muted.
Yeah, I kept trying to mute Mark while he was mid-speech there.
Yeah, sorry. So this is just the one where we're going to have a bunch of technical difficulties, and we greatly apologize. Matthew, you've been doing a great job, brother, and we are sorry that we're just having so much lag on this end. It wasn't a quality, not on your part. I heard the guy play at the beginning of post-show. Absolutely fabulous. We'll get him back on here. We'll let him share where he's going, what he's doing, how he's going to do it, and we'll get some pre-recorded stuff set up here for the real near future and make sure that we get him taken care of and give him a proper justice for the quality and craft that he has. It's really good, guys, and so I don't want you to miss out on that. We'll find out where we can get his music and let him play and just have that conversation, and we'll just make sure we move forward, man. That's there's a fumble every once in a while. This fumble's not on his part, just the technical difficulties here. So I think I see him coming in now again. But Matthew, we're so sorry about that, buddy. We normally don't run into these kinds of problems, so bear with us. Tell us about where you're going, what you're doing, and where we can get your music. We want to make sure we do you good about that.
Yeah, so I don't have any streaming music out. I did, probably 2 years ago, and production was a little low, and I didn't really like the outcome of it, but it was just kind of a last-minute thing, so we went ahead and put it out. So took it down. I've got some things recorded that I need to be able to get with someone who can help me put it out. I have moved more into songwriting than playing shows. Speaking of Hazel, who was supposed to be here, I wrote a song for her, probably about a month ago. And ever since then, we've just kind of bounced ideas back and forth. Hopefully her and I can work something out for songwriting. And playing wise, this weekend, well, I guess this coming weekend, we will be playing down in Hutto, Texas. And it's going to be me, Hazel, Jared Johnson. Oh man, I think there's like 4 or 5 other people too. We're going to be with the Hutto Fire Department and Chris Kelly, Texas Fallen. I believe with Bobby, right? You'll be there.
Oh, hang tight. We got you. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, Bobby and Chris should be there as well. I think there's a flag football tournament going on. Hopefully. So I'm 23. My body feels a lot older than that. So I'm going to go out there and act like I'm 23, and hopefully my body will keep up with me. So, yeah.
It doesn't get better, I promise.
No, we'll see. So yeah, we'll be playing Hutto next weekend, and then hopefully, some other things work out. We'll thankful for Hazel. We'll be playing some other places as well. So
awesome. Well, sorry we can't pair the right technology up tonight and make sure that everyone can hear. I was really, really enjoyed it at the beginning of the show when we were doing pre-show, and so it is worth listening to. And make sure you stay connected with us, and that we can, when you do have some stream stuff out there, we did put the announcement out there last week, but we do have the WP3 radio station coming live on July 4th, and hopefully we can get you some spins on that radio station, bud.
Yeah, man, it'd be great.
Awesome. Thanks for being here again. I apologize for not being able to get the technology to pair up, but definitely worth hearing. And we hope to have you back on again. Okay, bud?
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it, guys.
Awesome. As we were in that conversation, Brian Gibson came on. Project Die Hard, Fob Rush, sporting the WP3 gear. Let us know what you got, brother.
Well, you got the pictures.
I do have the pictures.
The audience are rare.
I don't know about y'all, but I can't hear him at all.
Yeah, I can barely hear him. So,
Hey, I'm on the phone, so go ahead, Mark.
okay, well, I don't know that I'm going to do it justice, but I know that on the week of June 30th July 30th to August 1st, there is the event down at Illinois, Fob Rush, the Remembrance Weekend. They're going to have Chris Turner down there as a headliner. I know that Matt's not on here any longer, but Brian was going to let him know that they have some stage time available. Adam Jones, Brian Gibson, Phyllis is letting us know excited about the radio. So am I doing it any justice, Brian?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thank you weekend for everybody.
Okay.
Pull up that other one, that volunteer thing.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Yes, we all need boots on ground. I'm trying to get my mic going. This is a big one. We have Adam West, Feeding the Heroes, coming up to cook food for our volunteers. Right? So I need a head count. If you're coming, let me know. Because I got to get food. Either that, y'all getting bologna sandwiches.
Oh, I love bologna sandwiches, though.
But yeah, I mean, I had a great dinner. That's why I'm late. My son took me out to my favorite little hibachi joint. So I got a full belly. But no, we have this starting the beginning July 26th through the 29th is our cleanup event. I need lottie-dottie everybody. If you have a piece of heavy equipment, bring it along. We got a lot of work to do. And then that weekend, the weekend of remembrance, is hey, thank you for helping out thing we're doing. We just brought on Chip Wynn here, a local car dealer. He's bringing up his classic car collection to show off. I mean, yeah, he's a big dude down there, and his cars are great. Yeah, awesome. Doug, it's boots on ground, that's it. We all need boots on ground. Some of it's monetary, most of it for right now for Project Die Hard. We need carpenters, masons, electricians, loggers. We need people with a strong back because we got to get this 20 acres cleaned up. We got to get this place rolling so we can house veterans.
That's July 26th to the 29th. Details are on here. You'll find details on the People's Patriot Project page and the Project Die Hard page. Thanks for coming on, Brian.
Thank you much.
This is funny. Does that say Happy Father's Day? I don't know. That's what my children did. That's we're excited to continue to have a reach that is reaching people all over the country. Thank you for being on here, Bobby. We'll have a little post show, have some discussion about how we can work together. We will try to get a connection with everyone that's on the screen to make sure I'm just in awe of the amount of work that gets done with the people on the screen. And first of all, I want to thank everyone that's on here. You guys have done an amazing job through the network of the People's Patriot Project. Thank you. It's not just about VP3. It's about everyone working together. And so that's what we do. That's what we attempt. That's the mission we have. Remember, the People's Patriot Project is an opportunity to serve. If you're not done serving, we have things for you to do. If you've never had the chance to serve because of reasons that you don't have to explain to us, we have an opportunity for you. And if you just need, I do believe that serving is therapeutic, but if you can't do any of those there and you need a hand, don't be afraid to reach out. This is our buddy check time. Make sure you're reaching out to those in your life that you served with, those that may be struggling. And if you got a struggler in your family or in your household or in your network, and you can always drop us a little message. I know you can drop a message to Brian. You can drop a message to anyone on the screen right now. We'll make sure it needs to get, if Bobby doesn't know anyone, he can reach out to me and we'll find somebody. And I know if I don't know anyone, I can reach out to Bobby and we'll find someone. And you do the same thing with Brian. I know the real Doug Lane is committed to be part of this mission as well. And Chad has always done an amazing job being here for the last year with the People's Patriot podcast. Just to let you know, and again, Chad's not going anywhere, but we will be exclusively the People's Patriot Project podcast with Adam Bird and Heroes Media Group starting next month. And that will also be the launch of WP3 radio station with Blast FM. We're so excited. We actually have a couple meetings with podcasters from across the country to come on and do We Got Your 6 at 6 2 times a day using their platform, their network, and making sure that we get the message out that there are people here to help support, serve, and make sure everyone's safe. So, Robert, thank you, buddy. We enjoy having you here as well, but those messages help us continue to move forward and always be. So, I was blessed and inspired by a message this weekend, and I usually end the show with see you when the smoke clears. I think the mission continues and service continues. Spells out a little bit something different, something real, and what I think our focus really is. So, with that said, the mission continues and service continues. Patriot Pride.